Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome to Spicy Talk with Onwadia. It's a delight to have you guys. Thank you so much for joining in. I can see you all. I can see you, Linda Choka. I can see you, Lily Talks. Thank you so much for joining the stream. Please kindly give me a thumbs up and share the stream out. Let's have more women and guys, especially in the house, because we need a lot of guys' contribution on this particular topic we are treating. What do women bring on the table? We need a lot of guys to come in here and let us know what they are bringing to the table. So guys, kindly please, I hardly go live. I do that once in a blue moon. So if you can do me this favor, please help me invite more people in the house. Let's discuss on this topic. I wouldn't want to go straight into it. I want more people to come into the house so that we can begin. Hang out with Chika. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming. I see you. Chika, thank you so much, Wanyoma. Thank you for coming. Chika, please, this is a serious discussion for women and men especially, because they are the ones always on our neck on what we bring to the table. So kindly do me the favor, help me share out to your community. Let's have more people if you can, so that the discussion can begin. Consistency, please. Oh, thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Estelle family, bless you. Linda Choka, bless you. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, I think I can begin having these beautiful queens in the house. Do me a favor. We want more people in the house. We want this discussion to be something not just women, but men too can listen to, and they give us their own opinion on what they mean when they, constantly say, what do women bring on the table? What are you bringing to the table? We know a lot of time. Okay, before I start, I hope you all can hear me clearly. I want to see a thumbs up if you can hear me, please, before I go on. So I won't just be talking. Sometimes these gadgets can just misbehave and will not know. So let me know if you can hear me before I begin. A thumbs up if you can hear me. I don't want this gadget to show itself. Okay, thank you so much, Linda Choka. God bless you, Queen. Thank you so much. So, like I was saying, a lot of times when you get into a relationship, or a woman who just newly got married, the next thing, some guys begin to question or begin to ask, what are you bringing to the table? So most times we don't understand this, and neither do the men asking these questions understand the question they are throwing at us. It's unfortunate that some of them are quick to think the only thing women bring to the table is money and sex, maybe bringing 50% of the money or supporting financially, and then sexual satisfaction to the man. It's unfortunate. If only these men understand the things we are bringing to the table. We bring more than gold to the table. We know the role women play in making a house a home. So we're going to be looking at these things, what men think or what men consider the things women should bring to the table, especially those of them who do not understand what this question means, because their mind keep going to the wrong thing. Their mind keep going to the wrong thing at all time. Now, what do women bring to the table? Let us even start with Genesis. I want to bring in a little bit of biblical story here. When God created man, he created everything and gave man dominion. He gave man dominion over everything he created, over every beast of the earth, wild animals, everything, and gave Adam the responsibility of naming these animals, of naming everything. Adam was in charge, total control of everything God created on earth. And he placed these things under his dominion. And he said Adam should name them and take care of this. Now, Adam doing his job that God has given to him, God looked at Adam. He saw this man. Adam did not complain. Adam never said, God, I feel lonely. Adam never called on God and said, God, I am lonely here and I need me a woman. Adam doesn't even know what a woman means. Adam doesn't know he needs a woman. But God looked at Adam and said, This man is lonely. This man cannot do this job alone. This man cannot carry out this responsibility alone without my help. And God made Adam fall into a deep sleep. Adam slept, and God removed this rib and formed a woman. And Adam, when he woke up, he looked at the woman and he said, now this is the bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. Busuma, thank you so much for coming. Cornelius, my darling husband, I see you. Thank you so much. Estelle family, God bless you. And then Adam named her and he called her woman. And from then, Adam became a complete man. Without Eve, Adam wouldn't have been a complete man. Adam himself never realized that he needs a woman in his life to make him a complete man. He never realized that until God gave him that woman. Now, what am I trying to say? A lot of men think they are complete. A consistent place. Yes, I see you, Queen. Yes, I called you out before. Thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Busuma Barrier, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Adam never realized, just like a lot of men today, that they need a woman in their life. Not just any woman, but a good woman. A phenomenal woman. An amazing woman. A feminine woman. Not just any woman. I'm talking about an amazing, God-fearing woman. A woman who will complete his mission here on earth. A woman who will help him while he's fulfilling his assignment here on earth. A lot of men don't know this. And the mistake they have every time is that a man meets a woman just for sexual satisfaction, to fulfill their sexual needs. That is not the only thing a man meets a woman for. So when they ask this question, their mind quickly go, when you tell them, I know what I'm bringing to the table, they say, list the things you're bringing to the table. And some women even say, they make a joke around this, that I am the table. You bring whatever you have and place on top of the table. I don't know if you've heard this, but the first time I heard it, it was hilarious. I laughed and I said, yes. A woman is the table. You bring the table. You bring the things you're placing on the table, because a woman's responsibility in the life of a man, what a woman brings to a man's life is just enormous, that they are too much. We know that a lot of times, Chris, thank you so much for coming. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know, a lot of time, we know that men whose wives provide everything or take the larger responsibility in the house don't feel fulfilled. They don't feel like they don't feel masculine. They feel emasculated. They feel a woman is taking total control. They feel out of place. This is not their desired place to be. It is the duty of a man to take care of and provide and protect his home. That is the place of a man. When God gave Adam Eve, Adam called her woman. Adam loved her. He cared for her. Adam wouldn't have been able to fulfill the biblical injunction or instruction that said, be fruitful and multiply. Adam would need a woman to be able to multiply, just like every other animals. They were mating. Adam was looking at them. They were having their fun and procreating. Adam was looking at them, not even knowing what's going on. But God saw that desire. Adam wouldn't have been able to fulfill this. Shada Princess, thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. Adam wouldn't have been able to fulfill this. So today I'll be listing out the things a woman brings to the table and much more. And much more, not just sex, not just bringing part of the income in the house, but a woman brings much more. So I'll be looking at some biblical, I'll be looking at some scriptures in the Bible, and I'll also be looking at the things I jot down. So in case you see me looking down, I'll open my Bible and I'll also open the things, the points I noted down. Now, we know that the joy of every man, like we said, is taking care of his home. When a man grows up and leave his home, leave his family, his father and mother, he builds a house or rents a house, that is still a house. That is still a house. Oyoyo's word, thank you for coming. I appreciate you, Queen. A man has a house, not a home. Until a woman comes into that house and makes it a home, it is never a home. It remains a house, just a building. Before I go on, I want you to look at your husband. When you got married, when you two got married, how was the house before you came in? Was it a home? Does it have the everything needed? When you came in, did you just come in and relax? You brought something into that house that made it a home, that transformed it into a home. So the first thing we'll be looking at is feminine presence. Feminine presence is the number one, and even in the most, even the most important thing a woman brings to the table. A good woman. I'm talking about a feminine woman, because we know a lot of women are masculine in nature. Yeah, Obi Fair Hair Bundles. Thank you so much. Obi Fair Hair Bundles. Welcome. I appreciate you. You understand? So, that feminine presence is the most important thing a woman brings into a home. Your presence as a woman, your aura as a woman, the feminine fragrance as a woman, your dressing, your appeal as a woman is enough for every responsible man to appreciate. Your presence alone, your voice, your sexiness, your aura is enough for every responsible man who knows his place. Because without your presence in the house, a man is ever lonely. Oh, for it is not good for a man to be alone. It is not good for a man. Before you came into his life, ask him, how has he been living? Yes, you said it was a crib. Yeah, Linda, it was a crib, just a building with blocks, nothing more. And then when you came in, your presence changed everything. Your presence made it a home. Your presence had a touch, a special touch in that home. You did one or two things in the home that anybody that walks in knows this is a married man. It's no longer a 6 by 6 inches bed. A man can just sleep on a 6 by 6 inches mattress laid on the floor. He would just lay there. He could just go about hanging his clothes all over. But your presence changed a lot of things. Your presence made a difference. You're able to help organize the home. It becomes a home. You're able to put the right things in the right place. He can no longer hang his clothes anywhere he likes. He can no longer come back from work and then pull up his trousers and his shirt and fling them everywhere. No, there is a woman's presence in the house. So those things must stop. Even when he is doing them, you as a woman, you remove those things and you tell him, sweetheart, this is not the right place for this. I do this to my husband. Sometimes he comes back from work from the Nike. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much, Queen. He comes up from work and then he just pulls off and then he's removing the cloth. He will just, I said, sweetheart, can you pick that cloth now? Go up, go and change and take your shower. With time, you know, even though I enjoy seeing him do that thing, but my presence in the house has made a difference. He can no longer just live like a bachelor. Unmarried men know what I'm talking about. The unmarried men here, they know how it feels to be alone. You come back from work, you are stressed out. You need someone to talk to, someone to discuss something with. Without the woman's presence, a feminine presence, you go to bed and then you're thinking. Sometimes they make silly mistakes because there is no woman. I'm talking about a feminine, God-fearing, phenomenal woman. Not just any woman, not a feminist. I'm talking about a woman who knows her place when you get married to this woman. When you are lucky enough to find yourself married to such woman, you are a blessed man because her presence alone changes a lot of things in your home. When she sprays her perfume, you feel, you can smell the fragrance, the sexy fragrance, the beautiful, the sweet smell. You can smell it. When she comes out of the bathroom, she pulls off her clothes. And then just tie the towel around her chest. You could feel it that somebody is living with you. It's not a girlfriend. There is a difference between this. Not a hooker that you pay. When you are lucky and fortunate enough to be married to a phenomenal woman, to an amazing God-fearing woman, her presence is more than enough. You don't need 50-50, splitting of bills. because you know that is not the only thing. That is not the only thing she's bringing on the table. Her presence is one of it. So you as a man, you have to appreciate. Take a look at men who are divorced or who newly got divorced. Look at their life. They feel lonely because they have experienced what it means to be with a woman, and now they're experiencing loneliness. That is why even a widower cannot stay for long when he loses his wife. When a widower loses, a widower, you check, a lot of widowers remarry immediately or almost immediately because they cannot stay. They have lived with a woman. They have felt the presence of a woman. So it's difficult for them to live alone. So they remarry. Women can stay even as widows when they lose their loved ones. They can cope. A woman can decide she does, but a man cannot. It's difficult. The good food he has been eating, who is going to make it? Even when a man knows how to cook, there is this thing, there's something special and unique about a woman's food. There is something beautiful about your wife's food when she cooks that delicacy that you cannot cook. A woman can cook different meals for you and you enjoy it. When a woman is no longer there, the man feels lonely. He can go on eating the same kind of food over and over again. Why? That woman is no longer there. It is not good for a man to be alone. God never said it is not good for a woman. He said for a man to be alone, and he gave him a woman. For what? He knows Adam cannot do it alone. Adam cannot live without a woman. Adam cannot fulfill his destiny as a woman. Adam cannot fulfill his obligation as a woman. Adam cannot meet up with his dream as a woman. He cannot fulfill all these things as a man alone without a woman. Feminine energy, feminine presence. Feminine presence. Now, another thing a woman brings to the table is she provides an opportunity for the man to meet his basic needs. This is number 2 most important thing a woman brings to the table. An avenue, an opportunity for a man to meet up with his basic needs. Now, what are those basic needs? Guys, I am seeing you in the chat. Thank you so much, Nike. Ovifair Hair Bundle, Shade Princess, Consistence Place. Thank you so much. I see you all. I'm going to go through the comment section. Thank you so much. Ndu Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oyoyo Sword, thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Estelle family, thank you. So, what are those needs of a man that a woman gives him the opportunity, the avenue, to meet up with? One of it is sex. A man cannot give himself that. A man cannot do himself except you go and do soapy. Even the soapy, there is no satisfaction. As the body of a woman, as the wetness of a woman, as the honey pot of a woman. Soapy sometimes frustrates. It makes a lot of men get addicted. Soapy. So it is not good. So a woman provides that avenue, that opportunity for a man to fulfill this, to get his needs. Another is good food. I mentioned this earlier. A man can eat eba and okra soup day in, day out. He finds it difficult cooking different delicacies and stock in the fridge. But with a feminine presence, a woman can make a dikaikong, afang soup, bitter leaf, egusi obono stew, and then keep in the fridge. Can a man do that? Ndubisi is in the comment section. Cornelius in the comment section. Can a man cook different pots of soup and store in the fridge? The answer is no. A man cannot do that. It's only a woman that is gifted with this. Only a woman have this. Even when she's working, she creates time. She brings out time to still do this for a man and her family. This is her home. These are her children. This is her husband. A woman will make varieties of soup, food. She will not allow the husband eat one particular meal. Yes, Nike, men don't have that time. Of course they don't. Ezechimi's Varieties, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Guys, please don't forget the thumbs up. You know it's very important. I appreciate you. A man cannot do this even when he's busy, even when a woman is busy. Out of her busy time, out of her busy schedule, she will take out time to cook. Not just one particular soup. She will cook and make stew and keep so that her man, her family can enjoy varieties. So that the man can look fresh. Glorious Reality, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Lily Stock, thank you so much. Queen Better TV, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for coming. Glorious Reality, thank you. You understand? She wants to nourish the husband. She wants to nourish her children. She wants to ensure that the family eat balanced diet. They eat varieties. They get to enjoy varieties. Why? Because she's a woman. A man can live with his family with just children and then be giving them junks, snacks and juice. Snacks and juice. These children will eat quite all right, but it is not a balanced diet. It is not nourishing to them. It is not nourishing to their body. But when a woman is with her family, she will not allow them eat a particular kind of food, especially even junks. So a woman's presence in your life helps you cut away junks and unhealthy meals. A man who gets married, give him 1 year. People begin to say, you are looking fine now. Oga, you are adding, oh. Oga, you're looking fine. Your wife is taking care of you. Oga, your tummy is coming out. Oga, you're looking fresher. This is the truth, because the food a woman gives to a man nourishes his body. It is her responsibility. She feeds him well. Apart from giving him that satisfaction, that sexual satisfaction, which also helps to nourish the man, it makes him look younger. A man looks younger when he gets married. He begins to look good. That is when you marry a good woman who knows her place as a good woman. She brings these things to the table. The food you eat nourishes. You cannot compare. You cannot compare you as a bachelor, your life as a bachelor, and your life as a married man. Gift and J series, thank you so much. Queen Beta, thank you so much for coming. You cannot compare your life as a single guy, as a bachelor, with when you are married. Oh no, you cannot compare them. There is a huge difference. Because as a single guy, you see some men, they look lanky. Some, even when they add weight, is because of junks and drinks, unhealthy food. But when a woman comes into his life, he begins to eat egusi, he eats vegetable, he can eat swallow, he can eat, good food, and the children will look good. What does she bring to the table? She gives you an avenue to fulfill that, to enjoy yourself as a man. Cost Reps Corner, thank you so much. Thank you. Hey, you are done with your premiere. I came there, but I had to leave. Thank you so much for coming. So what else? A woman makes a man's life, helps a man boost his esteem, his self-confidence. A woman motivates a man. Hey, the life of a single man cannot be compared with the life of a married man. Two. Iron sharpeneth iron. Two heads are better than one. When you marry a wise woman, your life as a single man cannot be the same, cannot be compared to when now that you're married. You now have somebody you can share ideas with. You now have someone you can confide in. You now have a shoulder to cry on, a shoulder to lean on. When the whole world deserts you, when everyone leaves you, who is there by your side? Your wife. Your wife. So a woman motivates a man to do better, to be a better man, because now he knows he has a responsibility to carry out. He has a responsibility of catering for his family, of taking care of a woman given to him, of his children. So if nothing motivated him before, when he's married, he gets motivated. He wants to reach out. He wants to reach certain dreams. He wants to fulfill his dreams and aspirations in life. He wants to go further. He wants to do better in his business or career. A man wants to, achieve a lot when he gets married. You are a motivational factor to a man as a woman. because you help to motivate him to achieve more, to acquire more. Patayaba, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you. So you are a motivational factor. You motivate a man to be better and to do better. No, you see, why is it that there are certain key positions in the society and the government, very sensitive positions that cannot be given to single guys? Because they believe a single guy is not responsible to anyone. But a married man is responsible to, he's a responsible man. He cannot misbehave anyhow. I'm talking about in a sane society. There are key positions single men don't handle. But they give them to married men because they know they are responsible. A man who has a family, who caters for his family, is a responsible man. They know he cannot just wake up and take some drastic decisions. He cannot wake up and vanish into thin air. There is a wife and children there for him. Yeah, you are a motivational factor to your man. Yes. A single man can vanish. A single man can pick up his box or his bag and decide to relocate if he does anything. A single man can just wake up and decide he doesn't want to live in this state anymore. A single man can just get up and then decide to go somewhere. But a married man is a more stable man. Consistent place. God bless you in the spirit. A married man is more stable. He cannot just be jumping around. He cannot move from flat A to flat B. He cannot just carry his bag and travel. He is more stable because he has a family. Even when he's far away, even when he's working in another state or another country, he has a family somewhere. They have an address. So he knows before he takes any decision or does anything stupid that he has a family who will pay for it. What is the woman bringing to the table? She motivates you. She makes you responsible as a man. You become more responsible, more aware of who you want to be, more aware of your future, more aware of the kind of man you want to be, more aware of your dreams you want to fulfill, more aware of your vision. You become more aware. You become responsible. That is what a feminine woman brings to the table. It's not just sex. So when you ask a woman this question again, I need you to look at your life as a single man and ask yourself, what would your life be if you're married? Or you decide to ask your wife this question. I don't even know how some men put this question together and ask. I have had a single guy ask me this question before, and I just looked at him and laughed. He's a baby boy. If only he knows what I'll bring to the table as a married woman. It is not just sex. It is not just contributing financially in the home. You bring a lot more. What you bring to the table are enormous. A man cannot do this alone. Take a look at the lives of single men. Training my sons on what to look for in a woman in the future, because your success depends on the woman you... Oh, God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. Your success as a man depends on the kind of woman you are married to. If you marry an irresponsible woman, you know it. You know what's going to happen. She cannot motivate you. She can't push you to reach out to greater heights. She cannot push you. She cannot motivate you. So the success of your life as a man is determined. It is dependent on the kind of woman you are married to. So you have to choose wisely. In making a decision concerning who you want to spend the rest of your life with, you need to look at who you are getting married to. I'm sorry for you as a man, if you are married to an irresponsible man, you may not understand these things. You may not understand what men enjoy from amazing women they are married to. That is why you cannot make mistakes with the kind of woman you're choosing as your life partner. You cannot afford to make a mistake. You cannot afford to make a mistake when picking a life partner. Now, another thing is, a woman is the glory of a man. A man is more respected in the society when he is married. A single guy can come into a party, you know, or come to a place, people will not really, but when a married man walks into a place with his wife, people turn around and greet him more. Take a look at how people recognize married men. They give them more, they accord them more respect. You cannot just call a married man anyhow. You can't play with him anyhow the way you used to as a bachelor. Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Decency B, thank you for coming. Okay, consistent place. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate. Thank you. Decency B, welcome. Thank you. A married man, I know, has more respect. He's accorded so much respect, especially when he is married to a responsible woman, when he's married to an amazing woman, or even his family. Even his family begin to respect him more. They can't talk to him anyhow. His friends can no longer talk to him anyhow. His colleagues can no longer talk to him anyhow. He has more respect. So a woman brings honor and respect. A woman is the glory of a man. Oh, a woman is the glory of a man. You have more respect and more honor as a married man. So ask me again, what am I bringing to the table as a married woman? I'm bringing you honor. I am bringing you respect and glory. If you're the kind of man that people used to look down on before, people used to disrespect or talk to anyhow, when you get married to a good woman, people begin to look at you with a different eye. People begin to look at you on a different level. It's a promotion, it's an upliftment, it's an elevation. Because your status in the society will be elevated. Your status as a man will be elevated. You no longer become that man that everybody can kick around. Your woman brings you honor. She brings you glory and respect. So the next time you want to ask your woman what she's bringing on the table, think about it again. Is your life the same when you were single, a bachelor? Is it the same as it is today as a married man? Let us go on. Now, a woman fertilizes a man's future and supports his vision and ambition, like I said earlier on. A woman's presence, Earth Varieties, thank you so much. A woman's presence in your life helps to fertilize your vision. She is the fertilizer. She is the motivational factor. I said it before. She encourages you. She pushes you to another level. If you're the kind of, if you're a man that likes lagging behind, a woman coming into your life will motivate you to get yourself up. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I appreciate. Yeah. If you're the kind of man that just sleeps and wake up and then just look for your daily meal, when you get married, a woman becomes a motivational factor. A woman begins to motivate you, to encourage you to do more, because she will starve and her children will starve. So what do? She will not nag it. She will remind you that you are the head. You are a man. This is your responsibility. You cannot even, responsible men will not even sit behind and watch their children starve. Responsible men will not sit back and watch a child sick and not go out to hustle, not go out to look for money. A married man with children cannot sleep morning till night. It is not done. But as a single bachelor, you can decide to not go anywhere. As a bachelor, you are not answerable to anybody. So long as you have what to eat, you are okay. But as a married man with children, you cannot afford it. Hey, how would you even, your children, the look on their faces will even tell you to get yourself up and push harder. I am not saying women should not be supportive to their husbands. Yes, it is the duty and responsibility of women to support their husbands. I know that. But it is your role as a man, your basic role as a man, to provide, because what you provide is what a woman transforms. Yeah, it's splendid, Cosmos. Thank you. Splendor. It's Splendor. Thank you so much for coming. The chess master, I appreciate you. So what you as a woman, what a man brings is what you as a woman transforms. Like you bring money, I bring food. You bring money, I fix the home. You bring money, I take care of the children. Then another thing a woman brings to the table is helping your legacy as a man. As a man, she is the guardian, the custodian of your legacy. How do I mean? You have children. As a man, who is looking after these children? Who is taking care of these children? Who is responsible, more responsible, presently responsible for these children? It is the woman. It is the wife. Men work. Women work. Some women, they have careers, they have their places of business. But can I ask you women in the chat section, who is there for the children? Most of the time, it is you as a woman. And the guys in the comment section, let me know. On the scale of 1 to 10, how many times are you at home for this children's homework or assignment? It is the wife that will sit down to do their homeworks, to help them do their homework. It is the wife that monitors what they are doing. It is the wife that monitors their activities in school. It is the wife that ensures that the children do their homework. It is the wife that ensures that their uniforms are clean and washed. It is the wife that ensures that that they are not misbehaving in school. It is the wife that checks up on the teachers and the principals or proprietors of the school to know how the children are faring. It is usually the wife, the mother. It is the wife that gets up in the morning and gets the children dressed for work. It is the women that does the school runs. What are you bringing to the table? Let the man know. What are you bringing to the table? Let him know you are bringing more than gold. Because he is never there. He is almost not there for the children. They are his children as well. But because of the nature of his work, sometimes it's difficult for him to be present. So who is there? Who is there? It is the wife. It is the wife that ensures that these children are properly raised and responsible. It is the wife that ensures that these children are respectful. It is the wife that ensures that they don't go straying around. They don't go astray. It is the wife. Because the father is not always present. So look at the life of children. You will see the strong hand of the mother. It is the wife that spanks a child or corrects a child before the father comes back. Unless it becomes difficult or it's something that needs to be dialogued. It is the woman. So when your husband, if peradventure he decides to ask you this question, ask him, look at the children and say, take a look at your children. Look at the transformation. Who is responsible? Who is caring for them? It is you, the woman. These are the things you bring to the table. Splendor Cosmos. Yes, we appreciate men. But we are looking, Cosrep Corner, thank you. I appreciate you. Cosrep Corner, yeah, leave me your comments. Thank you. You say we should, yes, we appreciate the men, but we're looking at this topic. A lot of times men ask women this question, what are you bringing to the table? So I'm looking at the things women bring to the table. They are much more than sex. They are much more than bringing part of the money for the running of the home. When a man, sometimes men travel for weeks, months, and years. Who is the person there taking care of these children to ensure that your children grow up in the fear of the Lord? Who? It is your wife. It is their mother. Look at families. How many women have left children for their husbands, for a month, 2 months, or even years? It is usually the men that go out to look for bread because they know this is their responsibility. So they go out to look for bread. They go out to look for daily meals. Some spend the years even outside the shores of their residence. They spend years, months and years outside, but these children are still well taken care of. All he sent is money, and there may be a phone call, and he will check up on the children. How are you doing? Hope you're fine. Fine. Have you done your homework? Yes. And then that's all. Within a few minutes, the conversation is over. It is over. It is the presence of a woman there, a woman with strong hand to raise responsible children that makes them who they are, who they turn out to be. Kudos to all amazing mothers out there. Kudos to those women who have decided not to even marry and stood by their children to raise them up. Kudos, much respect. What are we bringing to the table? We bring more than gold. They can be traded. Gold can be traded. But what you as a woman bring to the table, I'm talking about a feminine woman who knows her place and her role. What she brings to the table is worth more than gold. It cannot be traded. Thank you so much. It cannot be traded. So before you go about asking that woman in your life, even your girlfriend or your fiancé that you want to get married to, know if that she's going to bring much more to the table. A lot of men have lost good women to this question because they want to know what the woman is bringing on the table before they get married, before they pop the question. What she is going to bring to the table will be much more worth more than what you think you're bringing. Because what you bring as a man, you bring, yes, a father figure, which every child needs. You bring money, which is good for the smooth running of the home. But will your money go and pay the bills? Will your money provide everything? Will your money cook the food? No, your money can only be given to me so that I can transform it into food. Your money cannot do everything. You need a woman's presence to be able to fulfill these things in your life. I'm talking about feminine woman, a feminine woman who knows her place, her role in the society, her place in the home. You bring much more. Take for instance, okay, let me take you back to a woman's presence of meeting a man's need. Let us look at King David. No, is it King David? Let's look at the story. Kings, yeah. When he was old and frail and weak, oh, he was almost dying and cold. That fire is no longer there with, oh, I mean, even with the wife, nothing. He was shivering. They looked at him and said, oh, he's gonna die. What do we do? And somebody suggested, let's get him a young virgin to keep him warm. What happened when they do that? When they did that? Yes, he didn't have sex with her, but by the virtue of her lying on top him, oh, kept him warm. It extended his life. Which brings me to the next point. A woman's presence helps to elongate your life. It extends your life. Your how do I put it? You live longer and healthier. The life expectancy of a single guy, it cannot be compared to the life expectancy of a married man, in the sense that when a single man is old, he's weak and nobody is there to care for him. But when a married man is old, he has his wife and children to care for him, so he lives longer. Cornelius said, I think that one of the best things a woman should bring to the table is emotional resources that can't be quantified to financial terms. Absolutely, that's my husband. That emotional support, that emotional, resources. I think I mentioned that in the second one. Your presence. That is the first thing I mentioned, the presence of a woman. That emotional support is well needed. A man is lonely, so at his old age, imagine how lonely he would be. Imagine how lonely a man of 70, a man of 60, 70 is. Oh, the loneliness. God forbid. Somebody say, God forbid. Except nature had it that way. Except that a man loses his wife and decided not to remarry. Imagine the life of a man at 60, 70 alone. A woman's presence in a man's life helps to elongate his life. A woman that gives you peace. A woman that gives you joy. A woman that makes you happy. Her presence in your life helps to extend your life. It extends your life. Because when you are sick as a man, it is the woman that makes sure you take your medication. It is the woman that makes sure you eat a good food. It is the woman's presence that gives you comfort. So, even when a woman is sick, even when a woman is weak, you know that it's difficult for mothers to show their weakness when they are down. They will keep pushing. A man may have a headache now, and then with that headache, he's saying, oh, he's tired. But even when a mother is having headache, because of the children, for the sake of the children, she will try to stay strong. The care, attention, love, comfort a woman brings into your life is worth more than gold. You cannot quantify it. You cannot buy it. You cannot exchange it. How about the final one, the gift of children, procreation? Can a man bring forth children himself? The answer is no. I'm making you want to marry. Yes, you should get married and enjoy the fruits, the benefit. Oh, it's sweet to be a married man. And this insight, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. Please, guys, don't forget to thumbs up. A woman's presence in your life makes your life beautiful. A woman brings peace into your home. A woman gives you joy. Do you know that a man can pay for sex? Yes, you can get a hooker and pay for it. You get but there is a difference in having your wife. There's a huge difference in making love to your wife. The peace, there's this spiritual blessing and connection with a man making love to his wife. Not just a side chick, not a girlfriend. When you connect with your wife sexually during lovemaking, it brings down blessing upon a man because it is spiritual. So as a single guy, you are just having fun, but there is no benefit in the fun. It's just fun, and then 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes is over. But after making love to your wife, there is something released upon your life. There is peace you experience. You are not afraid of her getting pregnant like your girlfriend. Because when you are making love to a girlfriend you are not sure of getting married to, you are making love to her, your mind will be, I hope she has taken her pills. I hope she will not take in. Oh, please go and wash up. Make sure you take your pills. But when you make love to your wife, you are not afraid of that. This is your God-given wife because you guys have a plan. If you're family planning, you are both in it. You are not afraid of your wife trapping you with pregnancy. I bring peace into your life. She brings peace into his life. What are we bringing to the table? Say, but girls don't really want to marry. Most want to be baby mamas. Unfortunately, it is because people no longer have value for marriage. Because if you know your place as a woman and as a man, and I know my place as a woman, marriage will see it as a beautiful thing. Believe me, marriage is a beautiful thing. Is a God that instituted this marriage knows what we both stand to benefit and gain in it. People are afraid of getting married these days because of the negative stories they're hearing, because of the bad news, because of the things happening, domestic violence here and there, infidelity, spousal killings. These are things that are making marriage scary to young people. But there are people out there who are still willing to show the world that marriage is a beautiful thing. And it can be enjoyed, not endured. You can enjoy your home. Women are afraid of getting married, some young girls, because they don't know what marriage, what they stand to gain in marriage. They don't know. That's why they say marriage is not an achievement. Miriam, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you, ma'am. Oh, it's morning in Canada, in California. Wow. Thank you so much for coming. It's okay, it's afternoon here. Thank you so much for coming. You understand? So they don't want to, because they don't see the beauty in marriage anymore. They say marriage is not an achievement. Why is it not an achievement? They have seen a lot of women cry. Go to social media now, Facebook, Instagram, hide my identity, hide my identity. My husband did this, my husband did that, here and there. That's what you hear. It's no longer appealing because they hear a lot of negative things about marriage. Marriage is an achievement. It is an achievement. So when you see what you confess is what you get. If you don't believe in this institution called marriage, you don't believe it's a beautiful thing, you will not reap the beauty of it. You will not enjoy it. You have to open your heart and then play your part as a wife. Play your role as a mother. If you neglect these things, it makes marriage difficult for you. Look, I don't believe in all this. I'm sorry to the feminists. I don't believe in feminism. Linda Nenya, thank you so much for coming. Please, guys, thumbs up, okay? I don't believe in feminism because that word feminist has been bastardized. It has been messed up. It is no longer what it used to be. They have messed it up. They have turned feminism as a group of angry birds, angry women. Welcome, Viosa Kitchen. Thank you so much. 10:21. Wow, it's 2:21 here. 4 hours difference. That's amazing. God is awesome. Viosa Kitchen, thank you so much. You understand? Feminism has been turned into a group of women, angry women, angry birds, women against men. Uzi Space, thank you for coming. I appreciate you. I think I'm seeing this face for the first time. Yeah, Uzi Space, please kindly give me a thumbs up and leave me your comments so I can visit you, so we connect. I have amazing women here. You understand? So they have seen it as men, women hating on men, women fighting men, women, who are against men, women who hate marriage, women who don't want to submit to their husband. That is how they have seen it. So it's no longer appealing. I'm in Brazil. Yeah, 6 hours difference. Yes, I'm in Brazil. Janet Flair, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Kindly thumbs up. I really appreciate you, amazing people. Women women who feel they have equal right with men. We all have our role, our responsibilities in marriage. If a man knows his place, his duties as a man, as a husband, and the woman knows hers, it's going to be easy for us to just move on. It's going to be easy for us to enjoy this marriage. It is not a competition. It is not a competition between men and women. But unfortunately, a lot of young wives are seeing it in the other way. A lot of young wives yeah. Yeah, so the other room matters. God bless you. A lot of young wives, young women are seeing feminism in another light. They are seeing it, as an empowerment for women to, to fight against men, for women to compete against men. Where is the room for competition? There is no room for competition. A woman is a woman and a man is a man. If we understand this place, marriage will be beautiful and appealing to everyone. So when next he's asking you, what are you bringing to the table? You show him the things you're bringing to the table. You're bringing a lot. Your presence is more than enough. Imagine, okay, a man, you build a house, a big mansion. You can hire cooks, you can hire maids, security guys, everyone, but it remains a house. Being a carer with cares, thank you so much for coming. Kindly thumbs up. Linda Nenye, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You can have a mansion, hire maids. A maid will take care of cleaning, washing, doing. You pay. You are paying for a service. It is not done out of love. You are paying the person for the services rendered. Ufama, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Queen. Thank you for coming. It remains, you are paying for a service being rendered to you. But when your wife does these things, when your woman does these things, there is a difference. There is a difference. She's doing it to honor you. She's doing it out of love. Yes, there is no need to compete with each other. Yeah, being a carer of case, there's no need to compete with each other because we are joint heirs of God's kingdom. God bless you. There is no room for competition. I keep saying it, no room for competition. Between a man and a woman, we all have our different roles to play in marriage. So when a man, has this mansion, it is still a house. It is not a home. Until a woman's presence is felt in that house, it will not be transformed into a home. There are lots of changes you bring into a home that makes it a home. Well, as a bachelor, I want you to look at your house when you were single and look at it now that you're married. There is a huge transformation. Something different, something happened to that building and turned it into a home. Something happened to that building. It's no longer a house. Your presence as a woman changes the game. When your friends come into the house, they say, wow, bros. The woman's presence, her aura. From the beginning, I mentioned the presence of a woman in your life is more than enough. Boss Self Dynasty, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. So the presence of that woman in your home changes the game. You see a woman walking around the house on panties and bra, or even naked. How do you feel as a man? It's totally different. A hooker will not be like that with you. Just get on the game and get out. That's what she's out there for. You pay her and then she leaves. Your prayer will be, oh God, please, I hope this hooker took her pills. I hope this hooker is not a bad person. I hope she will not do this. Your mind is on something else. Bet with your wife. With your wife's presence in the house, there is something different. Only her stuff on the dressing mirror makes you feel that presence, that beautiful presence of a wife, of a woman. She's cooking in the kitchen. You can smell the aroma. It tells you that a woman is in the house. It's different from your cooking. Single guys, you know what I'm talking about. You can just make your concoction food, concoction rice, add salt, pepper, but with the touch, that touch of a woman's hand, your food is different. The aroma, the fragrance of her perfume, her sexiness around the house, her feminine energy changes the game for you as a man. It makes a difference for you. Canelo said, my friend here at the office thinks that women should bring their feminine qualities instead of trying to be like men. Absolutely. Your quality as a woman, these things you are bringing is much more valued than the financial thing you're trying to bring. Like, this is why we have competition. Women working day in, day out. Women pursuing. I'm not saying women should not fulfill. Don't get me wrong. Go fulfill your dreams. Pursue your career, but balance it. Let there be balance. Why are you competing with your husband financially? Why? He builds a house, you want to build your own. He buys a car, you want to buy your own. Why? Why don't you focus? Put in your energy, your best as a woman into your role. Take your place. I am yet to see a king remove his crown. I want to be a queen. But I see women, queens, wanting to remove their crown and be a king. It is out of place. It is out of place. Why should I leave all my femininity, like everything in me as a woman, and want to be masculine? Why do I need that? Like, there is so much energy. that is masculine. That is you see. That is why you see women parading with masculine energy. They are women, but you see them with masculine energy, and it makes it difficult for you to be in a solid relationship or even a peaceful home with that masculine energy, because two men cannot be in the house. I'm talking about in the original nature of things. Two masculine energies cannot be in the house. It will be hot and too tense. You cannot be the boss when you had your husband. Be the madam. Let your husband be the boss. Let him be your guy. Be the madam. Relax and be pampered and be taken care of, women. For once, take your place as a queen and let a man take care of you. I am not saying go and be lazy. I am saying be careful how you pursue financial things in the house. But material gains, be careful how you pursue things, and then you mortgage your marriage. You sacrifice your marriage, the peace of your home, on the altar of material things or financial pursuits. Support your husband, I know, but don't be the one. Don't want to carry the responsibility. Don't be the one to want to carry, take his place. Balance it. Take your place as a mother and as a wife. Remember, you are first a wife before you became a mother. So you have a duty to that husband of yours before you have your duty to that husband of yours before the children start coming. And when the children come, you also have a duty. There is so much on your plate. Why add more to it? Why stress yourself out? Yeah, it's a balance. Balance is very important. Couples should complement each other for there to be peace in their home. Of course, Lady Posh TV, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. So be careful while you're pursuing money, your goals, while you want to amass so much wealth for yourself. Be careful so you don't sacrifice your marriage, the peace of your home, that joy on the altar of those things. Don't sacrifice it. The more you pursue, the more you want. The more you acquire, the more you want. Women, human nature. Some women, some people are insatiable in life. They say they want 10, and the moment they get 10, they want 20. AE29, thank you so much for coming, Queen. I appreciate you. Thank you. You get my point. So in as much as you're trying to support, remember, your place is to support. God said it is not good for a man to be alone. So he brought a helpmeet. Helpmeet, meaning you are helping. You are not there to take the wheel. You are not there to take his place. You are not there to take his crown. Unless the man is no more. Then you cannot play the part of the role of a husband to your, the role of a father to your children as a woman. But while the man is still living, queens, it is not your place to take his throne. Let him do his bit. Unless the man is incapacitated, unless he is sick, unless he's out of job, unless he's job hunting, unless he cannot meet up due to the nature of his job. Otherwise, please, let the man be the head. Let him be the man. Don't try, taking his place, carrying around masculine energy. He can't even open the door car for you. The door of the car for you. There is something beautiful about feminine energy. I love it so much. I love to be pampered. I love to be taken care of. I love sweet things. I love romance. I love to be me. I love to be a woman. I love to be feminine. There's something special and sweet about it. Why should I carry a masculine energy around? Bring what you have. What you have is not just sex you are bringing to the table. Even the sex, some women have, they have turned it into something else. They have now used it as a weapon against their men. Even that one, women who don't understand their place and what they're bringing to the table have decided to use sex as a weapon against their husbands. Whenever there is misunderstanding, no more. They draw calendar for you. or they want to buy something that the man cannot afford. No more sex until he's ready to bring that, until he's bringing the money. It has become a weapon. So when you know your place and what you're bringing to the table, you will not struggle for your place as a queen in the life of a man. You will not struggle as a wife. And another here said they should bring femininity, nice smells, no crazy body piercing, no huge tattoos, and low number of previous sex partners. Okay. Cornelius, sweetheart, say me thanks to your colleagues. I know they are listening at the background. Say me thank you. I agree. I agree with you. Bring more of the feminine energy. Bring more of the things that will complement a man. God did not remove the leg of a man to make a woman. Tara J blogs, Tara J's blog. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Don't forget to thumbs up. Estelle family, I appreciate you. I know you're still here. You get. So just appreciate your feminine energy and bring them down to the table. These are the things you bring. Don't be thinking about money, 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 and sex. Money, 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 and sex. It belittles your role as a woman. You don't struggle for roles. Take your place. Let the man take his place. The only thing you're bringing, don't let these two things, money and sex, be the only thing you're bringing to them. There is much more value in you can use to complement a man. There is so much more God has deposited into you as a woman. There is so much your creator has kept inside of you, has dropped into you. Release them and bless your family with it. Release them and bless your home with it. Bless your husband with these things. Make him proud. Honor him with these things. It is not just you trying to, okay, I'm bringing 50% of the bills, and so what? So because you're bringing the bills, the next thing is the plates are on the sink. Hey, Linda, classroom, oh my God, I'm so sorry, my apology. Classroom tips with Linda. My apologies. Forgive me, please. Maybe I must have missed it. Thank you so much. Hope you forgive me. Thank you so much. Classroom tips, I'm sorry. I got carried away. I wasn't looking at the chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Because you're bringing 50% of the bill or 60%, or you're picking most of the bills, and then there are plates on the sink, and then you say, can't you see the plates on the sink? You become the boss of the house. You can boss your husband, or because he's incapacitated, or he can't pick the bills, or he lost his job, you become the boss. You start controlling everybody. You become a tyrant in the house. You become the man. You carry the masculine energy around. You can now talk to him anyhow. Your voice is appealing. Your voice is sweet. Use it to ask the man to wash the plate and watch him wash the pot. When you come on a man with your feminine energy, you can get your husband to do anything you want without quarrel, without fight, without struggle. When you come out with your feminine energy, your husband can do all the unexpected for you. You can actually lie down and have your husband serve you in bed, but all you need is your feminine energy. Drop the masculine energy. It is not part of you. It is not who you are. It is not originally in you. You can sit down watching television and have your husband actually help you out. You can do that with your feminine energy that is appealing. Your feminine energy, your voice, the way you talk is more appealing than when you speak with when you do things with the masculine energy. Two captains can never be in a ship. One person must be the co, must be the assistant. And it is you, the woman, that is the assistant, because it is your place to assist him. It is your duty, your responsibility to assist him. You are the helpmeet. Let us forget about all this indoctrination of we are equal. We are equal. In the eyes of God, we are, but there is hierarchy. A man is supposed to submit to God. A man answers to God, while a woman answers to you as a man. When it happened, when they disobeyed God in the Garden of Eden, God called on the man first. He did not call on Eve. Even when it is him, God, that gave Eve to Adam, he did not. Okay, classroom tips. You say you're in the kitchen. What are you cooking for us? You are you say, host, I'm in the kitchen making use of my feminine energy. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Make it delicious. When in the garden they disobeyed God, God who gave woman, who gave Eve to Adam, did not call Eve. He did not hold Eve responsible. He called Adam, bros. What is happening here? What is going on here? What just happened here? And he called the wife. It is the woman you gave to me. It is the woman you gave to me. The blame now, is it not going to God? Or it is you, if you had not given me a woman. But Adam forgot that this same woman has been keeping him a company. This same woman has been there making his life bright. This same woman has been there making him happy. He has forgotten that he was even eating communion with this woman. That is enjoying love making with this woman. But when it happened, he said, it is the woman you gave to me. Take your responsibility. Be responsible as a man and let a woman take her place as a wife. Let a woman play her role as a wife and as a mother. Until we stop this indoctrination of we are all equal, we are all equal, we will never get it right. This is why we keep having divorce rates going higher, day in, day out. Why? Because we can't stand each other. We have left our place as a woman and want to take the place of a man. And we have a lot of men now who walk around with feminine energy. Men, masculine men have left their place. They have now become so soft. Some have their women playing them like football. Take your place, carry your energy, and stop carrying the energy of your spouse. Let her presence as a woman in your life be enough for you. Don't even ask for more, because without her presence means so much. Her presence covers a lot in your life. Her presence in the house changes everything for you. Let us stop listening to this Western indoctrination. I'm sorry, but this is the truth. This is why a lot of homes are being broken down. A lot of marriages are breaking daily. Why? Because we have left our place. We don't want to do what we are supposed to do. Or the only thing couples think about is money, 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 money. A mother leaves the house 5 a.m. A father leaves the house 5 a.m. and then both comes back midnight, maybe 8, 9, 10. For the unfortunate, for the day the devil decides to bring a serious traffic, you end up staying till midnight. What happens? These children are being raised by maids, by nannies, by unknown people, by strangers. Mothers, wake up. Wives, wake up and take your place. There is dignity in your position. You are a queen. Pick up your crown. Stop allowing the pursuit of this world take your place, because at the end of the day, you feel lonely and empty. A home is more beautiful when there is peace. When you watch your children growing up responsibly, you see your children doing so well in life. You see your husband doing so well. You feel fulfilled as a wife, as a mother. But when you are out there struggling with the man, because if he decides to build a duplex, you want to build a duplex. He buys a car, you want to buy your own car. You want to buy the latest designers, even when you know it's going to cost you so much to buy that designer. But no, your friends are influencing you. Your friends are showing off. They are done themselves with gold and silver all the time. They wear the latest designers. And so competition begins. You want to meet up. It's not as if some of these women who go about it, masculine energy, brings part of the money to help. No, they don't. But it is only for their selfish needs. We need to take our place back. That is why a lot of these men are asking what we're bringing to the table. What are we bringing to the table? Bring these things to the table. Bring these things that God has deposited into you to the table and see the difference. You will have more peace. You will enjoy your home. You become a better woman. You'll be happy. There is joy in it. A lot want to get married, but they are afraid of marriage. They are afraid of marriage because of the things they see and hear. We have made marriage so scary to young ladies. Women in 40s, 50s don't even want to get married. They are afraid because they are not sure. They are not sure of what will happen, what will become of them when they get married. Some are even scared that when they get married, the husband will stop them from achieving their dreams or their goals. If you know your place, there is no need. He's not going to stop you. When you know your place, you will not have issues doing certain things. You can see, as a married woman, you cannot be married, have children, and still want to live the life of a single lady. Now, this excludes having a boyfriend or cheating or being a sugar mommy or whatever. Excludes that. But like the daily life of a single lady, it's not easy. They have to fend for themselves. They have to struggle. They have to do everything for themselves. Okay? They sleep alone. Except for those with boyfriends, there is this need to be with a man, this desire. They desire a companion. They desire a shoulder to lean on, a support. Celeste Ward, thank you so much. Lady Posh TV, I appreciate you. I'm still seeing you guys. Thank you, Celeste Ward. Please, guys, don't forget to thumbs up. Okay? Now I'm talking about the life of a single lady. They desire to have that masculine energy around them. Somebody they can talk to, somebody they can gist with, somebody they can, confide in. I mean, somebody that will be there as a man, not they have girlfriends. But you as a married woman, you are married now, but you still desire, you still relish and cherish to be a single lady, because you are not enjoying your place, your role as a woman. You are not enjoying what you ought to enjoy as a wife. So again, I say, when next a man is asking, what are you bringing, especially during misunderstanding, there are a lot of married women out there who doesn't, they don't work, they don't pick bills, their husband does everything with the whole of their heart and still pays them monthly. Their husband does everything, just say, raise these children for me till they get to a certain stage. And there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with a woman being a stay-at-home mom, probably doing one or two little things to have some money for herself, even when the husband is bringing some money home for her. But when a woman decides to do this, some women say, oh, no, you cannot let a man, you cannot be a stay-at-home mom. Look, with the same bill you pay somebody to take care of your children, is the same money you're going outside to look for money, isn't it? You're struggling, you're mortgaging the future of your marriage, your happiness, your peace of your home on the altar of money you are pursuing. At the end of the day, you bring that money, you still pay the cook, you pay the maid, you pay the caregivers, you pay those minding your children, isn't it? Take your place and stop competing. It's not healthy for your home. Work, do something, yes, but don't take up jobs or responsibilities that will take you away from your home for too long, or that will cut you off from your family. There is this thing with bonding with your children, bonding with spending more quality time with your children, getting to know how your children are doing. These are the things you bring to the table because it is your responsibility. The men are always busy. The nature of their job may be different from yours. So if your children turn out well, people will look at you at home with Mansa. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, AE29PA. Yeah, you're still here. Thank you. You understand me? So It is you, the wife, you, the mother, that looks after these children more than the men. If these children turn out well, like in the Igbo adage, if a child is good, it is the father. But if the child is bad, it is the mother. People point at the mother. They say she's a bad mother. She didn't pay attention to the upbringing of the children. They blame a mother when a child turns out, the other way. So take up jobs, responsibilities that will give you, that will avail you more time to your husband. Hey, some of these men that go for side chicks are looking for companionship. That's why some of them go for side pieces, side chicks. They are looking for attention, somebody that will give them that attention needed, because you are always busy. Week in, week out, you are busy. Yeah, okay, yeah, some of us just cannot stay at home moms. Yeah, balance is what's important. Yes, absolutely. I like I said it before. For those, some men prefer their women staying at home to be stay at, especially when they're newly married and they're raising infants, like newborn babies, toddlers, and you find yourself in a place where you know if you leave your children behind, you are not sure of their upbringing. When they're still babies, some men prefer it. I respect their decision, and I respect the decision of women who want to work. But what I'm saying is, let there be balance, like you said. Don't take up jobs that will take you away from your home. 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and then the next time you're coming back, home is 10. 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. You don't know what your children had for breakfast. You don't know what they had for lunch. You don't even know what they had for dinner. You don't even know if they had any trouble during the day. Take up jobs and responsibility that will avail you time for your family. Because these children are looking at their mother first. You are the one who should spend more time. You are the one who your children can confide in easily. Your children can easily talk to you as a mother, as a wife. There are certain things I can't go and tell my father while growing up. Mba, I can't. But my mother is a woman. She will understand. Women are gifted with this intuition. Women can feel more. They can understand more than men. Yeah, negative competition destroys a home. Absolutely. That's why I keep saying there's no room for competition between a husband and a wife. You can do your work, but when you're married as a woman, newly married woman, first thing is family. Family will begin to, children. You will definitely get pregnant. You have children. You begin to lower certain things. You cannot afford to leave the house like a single lady and come back like a single lady. And then you say it's equality. You can't afford that. You can't afford to leave the house or go hang out with ladies, have a drink and then come back late. You have responsibility at home. Your children are looking for you. Balance it. Let there be balance is all we are saying. Bring in your feminine energy into the home. These are the things you bring into you bring your presence in the home makes a difference. You bring honor. I'll be rounding up soon in 7 minutes time. You bring honor. You bring respect, dignity to a man's life. You bring him glory. When people look at your husband and they see a difference. Companionship is something money cannot buy. There are people in the Western world today that are old, maybe old people like 60, 70. They pay people to come and stay with them so that they can talk, so that they will have a companion. Maybe some of them in their youthful age, when they were still young, they've been married once, twice, 3 times and divorced. They can't hold down a marriage. And then when old age come knocking, they are looking for companion. Same thing goes for the women. And this is the reason why some young guys keep duping them. Some young guys play with their emotions. They go online chatting younger people. They rip them off. They rip them off of their hard-earned money and savings because they're looking for companionship. These are the things a woman brings to you bring companionship into the life of your husband. Your husband will not have the need to look for another person. You are his best friend. You are his best companion. He can no longer take certain decisions without you. He will want to confide in you. Two heads are better than one. Two heads are better. With your wife around, you can do better. You become a better man. A woman drives you to achieve more. A woman pushes you to greater heights. A woman motivates and encourages you. She keeps encouraging you. Even when you feel you cannot do it, your wife will keep motivating. She'll keep encouraging you. And a married man, a woman brings, lifts a man's esteem up. A woman lives, when he goes to meet with his fellow men, or he goes for a meeting, or he goes anywhere, you understand? You will see that his esteem, you see, when you see a married man walk into a place, he'll be walking majestically, proudly. When he goes, he's not afraid to travel home. Nobody's going to question him, why are you not married? You bring honor to his name. His umuna respect him. His kinsmen respect him. His friends respect him. His colleagues respect him. It is because of you as a woman, your presence in his life. When next they ask you, what are you bringing to the table? You tell him you're bringing more. You're bringing things that are worth more than gold to the table. What you're bringing cannot be bought, cannot be quantified, cannot be exchanged, cannot be measured. It's worth more than gold. It weighs more than gold. So that's why there's no need for competition. That's why there is no need. There's no room for competition between a man and a woman, a husband and a wife. There's no room for competition. I mean, why? Life issues. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Life Issues, for coming. I appreciate you. Please kindly thumbs up. I appreciate you. I told with Mansa said, but you know, not everyone will get married. Yes, not everyone. But for those who have chosen to get married, for those who have chosen that marriage is, yes, what they want. There are a lot of single ladies enjoying their singlehood. A lot of them are happier than married women. A lot of single ladies that are doing better. A lot of single ladies enjoying themselves. But for those who have chosen to be married, then you have to play your part as a married woman. This is why we keep having issues, crises in marriages. We keep having domestic violence here and there. We keep having spousal killings. We keep having infidelity. When one party fails in his or her responsibility, these are the outcome. I think we Africans see marriage as a trophy more than anything, even though a lot of couples are not even happy. Yeah, well, that is, I don't know, but for me, though some people are saying marriage is not an achievement, if you know your place and you see the beauty in it, you will see it as an achievement. But that doesn't mean that there are no other things you can do with your life outside marriage. That doesn't mean you cannot be happy outside marriage. Yes, I know a lot of couples are not happy in marriage. And this is why we're having problems. But you see, when two people come together, two people who knows the joy of marriage, the beauty of marriage, when they come together, they know the roles, their responsibilities in marriage. Marriage is beautiful. It becomes beautiful. You enjoy it. I mean, there is no need. There is no way you will not enjoy it. If I play my part and I know why I'm getting into marriage, I know why I want to get married. And you as a man, you play your part, you know your role. You take up your responsibilities as a married man. We will both enjoy the marriage. The reason why a lot of couples are not happy is because they have failed in their responsibilities. They have failed, they don't know their roles. They are dragging roles. Yeah. But you see, companionship is beautiful. But you see, the beauty of companionship is when you're with a stable partner. When you are not certain of the person that is a companion, for instance, like a girlfriend can move in and out of your house at will, isn't it? You become lonely again. A man becomes lonely. South Nations, thank you so much. When a girlfriend picks up her bag or she decides she's not visiting this week and maybe before she'll visit will be next month or next week, you are left you on your own. But you see, that ever presence of a wife makes a difference. That is the real companionship. That ever presence of a woman. Some women, some men that are into a relationship, they don't even want to see the undies of their girlfriends hang around because some of them have multiples. And multiple women cannot give you that companionship. Taya's Family Empire, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate you. Multiple women cannot give a man, cannot keep a man's company, cannot give that man that satisfaction of having a companion. You can just have for a few minutes, hours, and that's all. That ever presence of a woman makes a difference. For those who want to marry and remain married, I am not talking about for those who want to jump into marriage and jump out of marriage, who don't even know the reason why marriage was instituted in the first place. Companionship is one. Presence is the most important thing I bring to the table. A woman brings to the table. Your presence in the life of your children, your presence in the life of your husband. Because if you're in the life of whatever a decision a man is taking, is putting you into consideration. He's putting you and your children into consideration. He cannot just wake up, pick up his bag, and then disappear one day. He cannot afford to misbehave in the society. He cannot afford to be irresponsible. Why? Because of your presence in his life. Your presence in his life makes him a responsible man, changes everything for him. For those who want to be married and remain married, stay married, not those who don't, not what we have today, marriage of 6 months. I know someone, marriage is less than a month, 1 month. It was less than 1 month and it packed up. This is why we need to learn our place. For those who want to be married, know your place. Stop listening to some orientations. They don't help your home. They don't help your marriage. Some orientations are bound to destroy your home if you're not careful. So long as you have chosen to be married and you have chosen to stay married, you must play your part, take up your role. Don't compete with your husband. Like I said earlier on, I am yet to see a king pull down his crown and want to be a queen. But today, we have a lot of queens who are ready to drop their crown and become the king. They want to leave their place as a queen and become a king. We see them even putting kings in their name. King this. You are a woman. What happens to you becoming a queen? What happens to you becoming that woman that should be taken care of, pampered? I said it, I enjoy this. I enjoy it so much as a wife. I don't want to take up my husband's responsibility. I don't want to take up his role. He knows his place. I know my place. And this is what makes marriage beautiful. When we know our place. Kings don't pull down crowns. They acquire more. God bless you. If they don't remove their crown, where is the dignity? Where is the honor? Where is the glory in it? So guys, for those of you who know, and I know there are a lot of beautiful marriages out there. There are a lot of sweet marriages. It's just unfortunate that with the era of internet, the negative news flies faster. They make the news. Negative news, make better news. They spread like wildfire. They go far. There are still women who enjoy their home. There are still women who know their place. There are still women who knows their role. There are still women enjoying this marriage. It's not just the negative news. But unfortunately, the few percent of the negative news spread faster and then scares some people away, even prepares some women negatively ahead of marriage. A woman already have a mindset before entering marriage. She already has this pre-mindset that this is who I want to become in my home. My husband cannot control me. My husband cannot rule me. No man can talk to me anyhow. Because you already have that preconceived negative thought about marriage. So you prepare yourself in a negative way. And then when you get in, instead of settling down as a queen to rule in your domain, to rule your kingdom, you start dragging his crown. You start dragging his crown. You start dragging his role. You move about with masculine energy. Chill. Calm down. Take a deep breath. And enjoy your home. Let that peace that you bring into marriage reign in your home. Yeah, boss self-dynasty say exactly, host. Mindset matters a lot. Yes, a lot of our young girls have preconceived mindset. They have this mindset that marriage, you don't have to let a man control you. They believe that once you are submissive to your husband, that means he's controlling you. I tweeted something on submission recently. No, once a man, you don't have to ask a man for permission. You don't have to do certain things for a man. That's control. That preconceived mindset is what they come in with. And before you know it, the home becomes too hot. 1 year marriage will just come, not even 1 year. Some people from the first month of their marriage, from the first month, they start having crises because you have the preconceived mindset. Be careful who you talk to. Be careful the kind of friends you confide in when you're married. Be careful the kind of things you listen to. Be careful with the kind of things you watch. Be careful. Don't let these negative things cloud your mind and change your orientation about what marriage is supposed to be originally. It is not between a man and a man or a woman, and it is between a man and a woman. That is what marriage is. It is between a man and a woman. So take away all this preconceived mindset that, women who take permission from their husbands, for instance, are being controlled. Yeah, society has destroyed a lot. Women, I can't imagine. I was discussing this with my husband a couple of days, like, okay, when I was discussing the submission, a lot of women see taking permission from their husband as control mechanism, as slavery. Hello, you have been single and enjoy your singlehood. You have been living alone without taking permission from anyone. Why do you want to continue with that now that you're married? You feel, oh, it's my money, I can spend it whichever. There are certain things you cannot, if you want peace to reign in your home, you cannot afford to do. Like you deciding to build a house without telling your husband, and you say, why should I tell him? After all, it's my money. Sister, sweetheart, queen, it's your money, but you're living with someone. Why can't you tell him? You have plans of buying a car. You can't tell your husband because you see it as a control mechanism. You see it as being slavery, that he's going to force submission on you. That is not it. You are only telling him so that he can look at it with you. You guys can decide on which one to go for and the budget. Or you want to further your education, or you want to go for a promotional exam, or you want to change a career. Courtesy, it's respect. Respect is reciprocal. By the time you can't discuss these things or take permission from your husband, by the time you don't do this, what do you expect? He will also go ahead and do certain things without telling you. And when a couple becomes secretive, when they can no longer talk to each other about certain things, know that the marriage has broken down. There's no more trust. There's no trust. So you bring peace to a home. You help coordinate a man's life. You help organize his life. You help motivate him. You help push him into greater heights. You help support him. You make his life beautiful and more honorable. If your husband does say to you, would you like it? Yeah, treat people the way you want to be treated. Absolutely. I say some women, there are some women, they see submission as something else. They want to do things the way they want as a married woman. How would you feel if your husband decides to travel without telling you? How would you feel if your husband decides to hang out with friends and stay till midnight? You come back, you're going to nag. You're going to be so angry. So it starts with you. When you come into his life, I don't do anything. Yes, I am proud of it. I don't do anything without telling my husband. No, I don't want to have that kind of marriage where I do things my own way. Two have become one. Two have become one. We are one. We are one flesh and one blood. We have become one. So why should I do things without talking to him? It is not because if I tell him, he will say no. Certain things I will say. Yes, sometimes he can say no. Wait for a moment. Let's wait for the appointed time. Or let's do it this way. That is why your presence matters. You dialogue. Your husband can confide in you too. A lot of single guys make mistakes. And when they are married, they look back at the mistake they have made as single guys and say, I wish you were in my life when I took this decision. You would have made a difference. I wish you came into my life when I was making this investment. You would have helped me make a better choice. I wish you were in my life as a, when I did this or that. Oi. Tudo bom? Boa tarde. Boa tarde. Okay, so guys, please, one moment. Please don't go away. Não. Tá cantando. Bora comprar uma rede. Ele tá mal, mas não. Tchau. Obrigada. Okay, sorry guys, someone came to market something. So there are certain mistakes a lot of single guys have made, and they wish they had a woman in their lives to help them make, right decisions. Look at the life of your husband as a married man. Oh, I'm talking about the queens that know their place. Take a look at their lives. Are you not proud? Are you not happy seeing their lives being transformed? Are you not happy seeing them change for good? Are you not happy seeing the transformation, the impacts you have made in their lives? Are you not proud looking at your husband today and say that you have made him a better man? Are you not happy to see the positive impact you have made in his life? Look at that man again. It is your presence that changed everything. It is your presence in his life that transformed him, that made him a better person. Yes, I'm back. Thank you. You have made him a better person. Joe Peters, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. So it is your presence. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. It is your presence that made him a better man. Your presence. I'm talking about those men who are lucky to find women. I mean, good, God-fearing women. Who are lucky to have been married to queens who knows their place. I'm talking about men who are lucky, who have been blessed with phenomenal women. They know the difference. When you look at your life back as a single guy and you look at your life as a married man today, you know your wife has really impacted into your life positively. You know your wife has done something. You know your wife has touched your life in a positive way. SR Nature 47, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Sir Nature, give me a thumbs up. Thank you. Look at your life and see the transformation and tell yourself the truth that these things this woman brought to the table, is it not worth more than silver and gold? It cannot be measured. It cannot be quantified. For those men who are lucky to have good wives, you know these things I'm talking about is true. What she brought to the table is heavier. It weighs more. It's more valuable than the things you are expecting, which are the things your mind is telling you, which is money and sex. They are not the only things women bring to the table. So appreciate your woman. Appreciate that God-given wife. Appreciate the mother of your children. Take a day out and take her out. Like, celebrate her. Celebrate the presence of this queen in your home, in your kingdom. Celebrate all she has brought into your life. Celebrate how she has transformed your life. Celebrate and appreciate this woman. Because you know, if she hadn't been in your life, you know your life wouldn't have been this beautiful. You know your life wouldn't have been this sweet. You know that the things you are enjoying today, the blessings you are enjoying today is as a result of her coming into your life. So stop asking what a woman brings on the table, please. No matter how angry, thank you for the thumbs up. No matter the misunderstanding, no matter how angry you are, please don't tell a woman, don't ask a woman, what are you bringing to the table? Unless she's not doing all this, and that means you are unfortunate to be married to one of the daughters of Jezebel. Unless that. But if you have been a blessed man who has been blessed, a good woman is more than a ruby. She's worth more than rubies. A good woman comes from the Lord. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor. 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 Financial favor. Supernatural favor. Favor from men and women. There is a package that comes with you getting married as a man. You don't get the package. It's only for married men, and for married men for men who got married to good women. For men who are fortunate enough to be married to great women. That's the only package. I'm sorry, that's why you need to get married as a single guy watching me right now. Go and get married to a good woman. Be selective. Think. Look at it, because the kind of woman you marry today will determine the kind of future you're going to have. She determines the success and failure of your future. So without my wife, I'm nothing. She's my backbone. God bless you for admitting this. God bless you, Joe Peters. I know there are still amazing wives and mothers out there. A woman's presence in your life unlocks this package. It unlocks this favor, this package that comes from a good woman. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. A single guy can find a good thing. A single guy, yes, there are other favors a single guy gets. But you see, the presence of a good wife, hey, is divine. It's divine. It's heaven on earth. The presence of a good woman makes your house a home, a heaven here on earth. So go ahead and enjoy it. Go ahead and play your part. Go ahead and take up your role. Wear your crown as a king. Be responsible. Treat her well. No matter the misunderstanding, the disagreement, don't look down on your wife and ask her, what are you bringing to the table? I am providing everything. Money is not the only thing that makes marriage work. If money does, rich people will not be divorced. We will not have divorce between, we watch the divorce case between Amber and Jack Sparrow. That is this guy. What was that his name, guys? If you remember the name just escaped my head. We saw the divorce. If money is the only thing that makes marriage work, rich men and women will remain in marriage. They will not be divorced. But you know the sad truth? A lot of rich people are the ones even getting more divorced. A lot of influential people are the ones getting divorced. Their homes are packing up because that is the only thing they feel they can bring to the table. A woman brings money, the man brings money. What happens to every other aspect of the marriage? What happens to other things that are supposed to be brought? When a man looks at his wife and says, I'm giving you all the money you need, money is not the only thing. Or when a woman looks at the husband and says, what do you need again? I'm giving you the sex. So what are you looking for outside? It is not sex. There is more to marriage. There is more to it. Go ahead and unlock that blessing. Go ahead and admire your wife, cherish her, appreciate her. Because I'm talking the good wife you are married to. I'm talking about that good wife you're married to. I'm talking about your good wife. Go ahead and appreciate her presence in your life because it made a difference, a huge impact, positive impact. Spiritually, God, women, there's this thing, there's this relationship between God and women. God can easily answer the prayer of a good woman. That's why if you want God to answer your prayers faster, treat your wife well. Love her. Pamper her. Love. If you love your wife, well, the prayer she prays for you brings down blessings. Your home is covered because of the presence of your wife. Your wife draws down blessings because of by the virtue of the presence of your wife in your home. Something different is about, will take place. Please, I said it earlier, no matter what, appreciate your wife. She's raising wonderful kids for you, God-fearing kids for you. You can't do it. How many men does school runs? How many even check the day-to-day life of their children? How many sit down to have long chat with their children? Your wife is the one, even when she's working, doing business, pursuing her career, she still creates extra time. That's for those good women, not those who have abandoned the raising of the children for others to do. Week day in, day out, week in, week out, they are not ever present in the lives of their children. The children are lonely. You don't know what goes on in their mind. You don't know their thoughts. You don't know how they feel. You don't know if they're going through any challenge. You don't know if they're being bullied. They grow up resenting you inside. They grow up feeling the void. There is a huge vacuum in their hearts because you are not present. Money doesn't answer everything. Money is good, but it doesn't answer everything. Put in your best to make your marriage work. Do your best. Don't leave your throne. Don't pull down your crown. If you want your marriage to be peaceful, to be a heaven on earth, to be a joyous place, a place where a man wants to come back to every day. There are men who dread coming back home. Why? The home is not heaven on earth. The atmosphere is not conducive. It is not created that way. Even when he comes back, he will not meet his wife, or he meets a woman with a masculine energy. So he wants to stay out with his fellow men, or a side chick with a feminine energy. Make your home. You alone can make it work. They say the way you make your bed is the way you lie on it. If you make your bed, if you lay it very well, you will enjoy the comfort of it. If you know your place, you will enjoy your marriage. Marriage is beautiful. It is beautiful if two know their place. If two decide to do the right thing. Stop listening to angry birds. Stop listening to feminists who have a different notion about feminism, who believe that being a feminist means having the same power, the same platform with a man, rubbing shoulder with a man, dragging the wheel with a man, not being under any control. Be careful what you listen to. For your home to work, you must be wise. A wise woman builds her home. A wise woman builds her home. Be that wise woman that builds her home. But the foolish tears it down. How does she do it? She listens to negative orientations. She listens to things that will break her marriage. You alone can make it work. That heaven you are looking for, you can enjoy it here on earth. You can enjoy the bliss of heaven. You can have a taste of heaven on earth when you marry to the right partner. This is why, as a man, as a woman, before you say yes I do, before you go into marriage, before you make that commitment, endeavor to think. Pray. Divine Chioma, oh, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. Please, if we are not family here, I beg you, leave me a thumbs up, leave me your comment, thumbs up, leave me your comment so I can connect back with you guys. Please, I beg you, so I can connect back. Okay, thank you so much. If you're just coming across this channel, please leave me your comment. Okay, let me know you are new here so that I can go back and appreciate you. Okay, so before you say yes I do, before you commit to that man or that woman, pray and ask God for divine direction, for God to open your eyes, give you the spirit of discernment, because it is what determines your tomorrow. If you are married to a wrong partner, you are going to be frustrated and sad and lonely. You don't want to be there. As a man, you find yourself with the wrong partner, you will regret it for the rest of your life. As a woman, if you find yourself with the wrong partner, you're going to regret it, and the only way out is divorce. Divorce doesn't come cheap these days. You spend so much money, you put in so much energy into a relationship, you put in so much into dating, and then you eventually get married. When you divorce, a lot is wasted. So before you say yes I do, before you commit yourself, think, look at that person. 10 years from now, what would this marriage look like? Think ahead. It is not only about physical look. 20 years from now, if this man develops pot belly in the next 5 years, will I still love him and respect him and honor him? If this woman adds weight tomorrow due to childbearing or anything, would I still love her, honor her, and respect her? Marriage goes beyond look. Think about the future. Will this person you're committing to today be a responsible mother to your children? Can she be responsible? Can she take care of your children? This man you're getting married to, will he be a responsible father to his children? Will he pick his bill? Will he be responsible? These things matters a lot before we commit ourselves, because marriage is not supposed to be where we jump in and jump out. It is supposed to be till death. We are supposed to keep each other company till death, till old age. So guys, love your wife, cherish her, because what she's bringing into your life is what's more. It's beautiful. She's transforming your life positively. She's making your life beautiful. She's bringing down heaven for you. She's bringing you honor. Enjoy her presence. Enjoy what she brings on the table. It's not just sex. Enjoy all these things she brings on the table, and begin to value them. Because a man who doesn't value the things a woman brings on the table, we will not know the what. If you don't know the what, you will not value it. I mean, for you to value something, you need to know the what of that thing. Nobody picks gold and throws it away like a stone. Don't throw away the things your wife brings on the table. Don't belittle them and think the only thing that matters is money. Because by the time you lose those things, that's when you realize that every other thing comes secondary. That's when you realize that money cannot give you everything. That's when you realize that money is not the answer to everything. Because if money is the answer, rich men and women will not be divorced. They will not be having crises. They will stick together because money is the only thing that keeps going. But unfortunately, money is not even more. Ah, my queen. Thank you so much, AE29. I'm even about leaving now. Thank you so much for that super chat. I bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Queen. I appreciate you. If money is the answer, if money, you feel money is the only valuable thing in marriage, believe me, nobody, rich men will not be getting divorced. So guys, thank you so much for keeping me company up to this very moment. I appreciate every one of you. Like, this means so much to me, your presence. I've spoken for about 2 hours now. Yes, 2 good hours. I appreciate you. For those of you who are just connecting with me, I will see you. Please, let's remain family. Let's remain connected, please. Let's remain connected. I love you all. Give me a thumbs up before you go if you haven't done that. And I appreciate you. God bless you all until I come again with another interesting topic. Remain blessed, and I pray that your marriage be a heaven on earth, that you enjoy it. And for you single, I pray you find the best companion that will make you, happy, the best partner that will make your life beautiful. All right, guys. Bye-bye. See you.